Hello friends, welcome to C# Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. Now you are watching part 6 of the Stream Reader, Stream Writer example. So in this part we are going to display the folder browser dialog. So the flow is user will load a text file here, or they can even modify the content, or they can entirely type new content. After that they can type a file name here, say abc.txt. then they can click on the save file. So what we will do here in this and next section, in this section we will handle this save file button click event. We will display a folder browser dialog. Then we will stop this part 6. In part 7 we will use the stream writer to write this abc.txt to the folder selected by the user. That means if user selects C drive temp folder and file name is already given abc.txt, then we will save this multi-line content to C temp, and we will keep a file abc.txt there, and we will save the content. So this button is to see how we can save the file in a temporary file location. So that's the Windows default temp path. So saving the content we will do in part 7. In this part we will see how to display the folder browser dialog. So these are all the stuff we saw in the previous video. Now we haven't renamed the button yet. The button is still button 1. So we handle this button 1 click event. The button 1 is nothing but a save file button. So after typing the file name here, user will click the save file option. So at present we support save file option only for this multi-line text. When image is there, we will display an error message. So our goal in this tutorial is to display the folder browser dialog. So if you see, we have a component called DLG folder. During the form design itself we explained what is this DLG folder. So it's a folder browser dialog component. So selected path we are initializing it to empty. Then we set a description for the folder browser dialog. So in the description we specify select a folder for saving the text file. That means here user selects the folder, and on that folder whatever user types here in the file name text box, that we will create a file on the specific folder which is selected by the user in the folder browser dialog. So we have the path which is given by the folder browser dialog. Then we have the file name. So the file name will go and sit inside the folder which we select. After that we copy this text content and we will save that inside the file. So description we provided for the folder browser dialog. Then we set the root folder. Here if you see, we use environment.special folder .mycomputer. So this is a special folder. When a folder browser dialog is displayed, the initial folder is set to the my computer when the folder browser dialog is displayed. So that's why we are setting it here for a root folder. So we use two property. One is description and another one is a root folder. After that, just like file open dialog, we display the folder browser dialog. Here we make a call to show dialog, and it's a blocking call, and folder browser dialog will be displayed. User will browse through the folders, and once they picked their folder, they will dismiss the folder browser dialog. So that's all here. Inside we will write a code to perform the save file operation. So if you see here, in folder browser dialog, we use selected path. In the file browser, in the file open dialog, we get the file name, but here we get the selected path, and we are storing that in the string. So here is the selected path. Now we have the selected path here. Next, we check selected path is empty. Suppose if user doesn't select and if they cancel the dialog, the selected path will be empty. That means no path is selected by the end user. So that we are checking here is null or empty. So if that's true, then we state that unable to save, no folder selected. Then we are returning from this folder browser dialog. So if we get past, we will land up here into the snippet 003. There we check text file content dot visible equal to true. That means you know that based on the file name selection, we will switch the visibility of a picture box and a text box. So if user actually selected a picture file, then we will set visibility of this text file to false, and we will make a picture box visible. So that's what we are checking here. So what content is actually displayed by this sample application right now? So is it displaying the multi-line text box? So if that's the case, then we can go for the save file custom function. This we will write in the next video. So if that's not the case, we will display a message stating that this form saves only text file. So if you see, when we display the DLG folder.show dialog, the folder browser dialog will display like this, and you can only browse the folder, so it won't show any file name. Say for example here, the user gone to the partition G and they selected a temp2 folder, and once they click OK, we will land into this portion. So when the dialog is displayed, user can click cancel also, or without selecting any folder they can click OK. So if they select cancel, we won't come here at all, but if they click OK without selecting any file, then we land up here. Alright, now it's a demo time. Let's go to Visual Studio and start implementing that button click handler. So let's go to the form design. And if you see, we are going to use this DLG folder now. So the DLG folder is actually folder browser dialog. We previously used DLG file open, which is open file dialog. So the best option for saving the file is using the save file dialog, since it mimics the same behavior of open file dialog with the button. Instead of open, we have a save button here. You can experiment it yourself, but this time we will use the folder browser dialog. So first let us handle this button click event. I'm double clicking this. So this will give button 1 click event handler for us. So as already explained in the slide, so if you see here, for the folder browser dialog, first we set the description, then root folder we are setting it as my computer, then we are showing the dialog. Other piece of code we will add it in the next video. For now, let me run this, and let's say user types abc.txt. Before that, let's assume a user selected a text file. So now when they click save file option, it shows the folder browser dialog, and if you see, it goes to this PC. That means it defaulted to my computer, but you can select as any special folder. If you see special folder.my computer, that's what we set. But these are all the special folders, say for example downloads, music, pictures. So we can set these special folders using the root folder property. Now we are at my computer, so user can browse through the folder browser dialog and they can select any folder, and after that they can click OK. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.